Hi, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Susan and this is Fed Up Over 50, where I am documenting my weight loss journey to lose 80 plus pounds in a safe and sustainable way. I am not a doctor, nutritionist, or fitness coach, and definitely am not a substitute for one. But I share what works for me, what doesn't work for me, challenges, tips that are helping me keep going. And this is a week 18 update. And I apologize for the fertilized spreader outside. He just won't go away. So he's a little obnoxious. But yeah, week 18, what did I lose this week? 0.3 pounds. Yep, 0.3 pounds. It's a low week. But when you track your food in an app like Weight Watchers or Lose It, that's the great thing. You can go back and say, where did it go wrong? Or did it go wrong? In this case, for me, last week did not go wrong. I was right on point with my calories, with my points. You can see that I still had points left over. I get 23 daily points, 28 weekly points, and then I do accrue points for activity. So I had some left over. And I got in all my steps, and in fact, over 10,000 a day. My minimum goal is 8,000. So yeah, I exceeded that. And I do resistance training 3 times a week. And that happened too. So everything I say I was going to do, I did. So yeah, it's just 0.3 this week. Factors that could have contributed to that. I did change up my workouts as far as resistance training goes. I did some more HIIT workouts, which even though I'm using lighter weights at home, all right, he's moved on. He's just doing his job. I shouldn't have been so mean. He's doing his job, keeping the place beautiful. So yeah, contributing factors. Okay, yes, I did change up my workout routine. I've been doing the same stuff for a couple months now, and I just wanted to challenge my muscles and my body a little differently. Found some different workouts. Jessica Smith is her name, and got them on Amazon. And boy, I am sore all over. So she really worked my muscles over great, and muscles I didn't know I had. So I feel good about the workouts I did. So that's possible, the inflammation from being sore, that can lead to some water retention. My sleep hasn't been very good. I'm getting 6 hours, a little less than 6 hours, so that could be a factor. And I think one of the biggest things is with all the sweating I'm doing from just it being so excruciatingly hot. And my workouts, I'm not getting in my water, not nearly enough. In fact, I had a 2-day headache that I was popping Advils for. It would not go away. And I had the bright idea to put an electrolyte powder packet in my water. And miracle of all miracles, 10 minutes later, my headache was gone. So yeah, I was dehydrated. So drink your water. So yeah, but I got some big goals coming up. In fact, now I have 24.3 pounds off so far in the 19 weeks I've been doing these videos. So that's great progress. And I am 5.7 pounds away from hitting my 30-pound goal. So that's going to happen within the next couple of weeks. Looking forward to that. And now I'm less than 10 pounds away from Wonderland. So inching ever closer. And I thought about, I know I've talked about in other videos that my weight loss seems slower this time, and it is. But I was able to go back since I'm doing Weight Watchers. I did Weight Watchers digital back in 2021, and I was very strict with it. I started out on March 8th of 2021 at 236.8 pounds, and by August 12th of 2021, I was down to 195.3. So I lost 41.5 pounds in 22 weeks, which averaged out to be about 1.8 pounds a week. Right now, I'm averaging about 1.3 pounds a week. So yeah, I am losing less weight, but the difference is I'm eating more food. And that is helping me to stay on track because it gives me the space to allow treats in and feel normal. And, I'm careful with them, but I do. I have those things I like. Today I had pound cake with Cool Whip, just a piece. I just kind of had a craving for that. So my husband and I picked some up. Yeah, it was worth the 18 points. It's a lot of points. But, I'll adjust my dinner and call it a day and move on tomorrow. But, I'm way more flexible now because I'm not trying to push this process to go faster. And that I think was one of my downfalls all the other times I tried. Just, the weight creeps on over the years, but as soon as you decide you want it off yesterday and you want it off fast. And it always comes back. Even if you lost a lot of weight fast, what happens? It comes back. That's why we're here. That's why we're discussing weight loss again, because it comes back. So my whole view this time around is I am eating for a smaller body. I am eating in a way that I can maintain when I hit my goal. So I'm kind of eating for that smaller body and getting used to, this is what I'm going to have to eat in a day to maintain it. Never made it to maintenance. So that'll be a whole nother animal when I get there. But that's my philosophy now, kind of like eating for pre-maintenance. I'm on my way to a smaller body. I don't have a particular goal weight in mind because I've said before that it's been so long since I've been 170 pounds or lower. So I really don't know at this age what's going to work for me. Would it be 165, 160, 155, 150, 145? I don't know. I'm not worried about it. I got a long way to go. So yeah, I am losing weight slower, but not by that much. And honestly, I'm not going to go back and become super strict to try and move this along any faster. So that's where we are for week 18. And, one of the things that's also helping is I am brutally honest with myself and really conscious of the excuses I make, the way I let myself off the hook. Instead of reaching for food now, I do sit with those emotions, anxiety, stress. Sometimes I have to just throw a good old-fashioned tantrum and pity party, and I have at it. And it usually dissipates really quick now, and I get back in control. And then I just laugh at it, and I'm like, oh, okay. But you have to be really honest with yourself. I mean, I'm not doing this perfectly. Every day is not a great, oh, I did perfect day. No, but the difference is I don't let it get away on me like I used to. Like if I had one bad day, then I would just keep rolling. I just don't have the energy for that BS anymore. I'm over it. So yeah, I tighten up the reins the next day. And of course I'm going to go out and indulge. And of course I'm going to go out to eat. And of course I'm going to eat more calories on certain days. I just get back to what I'm doing. So I'm not trying to be mean, but sometimes you got to stop making the excuses and letting yourself off the hook. And if you're really serious, you want better health and a smaller body and to lose weight, it's going to be work and it's going to be boring and it's going to be monotonous and you're not going to want to exercise all the time and things are going to come up in life that just derail your best laid plans. Take a breath, move on the minute you can. Because your life is throwing stuff at me right now and I just have to deal with it. But I can't let my health be sacrificed with this. I mean, there's no good time to lose weight because life is happening. So what's coming forward? Monday, I'll be dropping a what I eat in a day video. And for the people out there who are doing Weight Watchers along with me, that day, I just filmed it yesterday, I eat nothing but foods that are on the 0-point list. Now, for people not doing Weight Watchers, I will have calories and macros, so I'm not leaving anybody out, but eating a whole day's worth of food from the 0 points list, with the exception of my coffee creamer and for the health and safety of the humans and animals that I share my home with. I needed to have my cup of coffee, so it ended up being a 2-point day. I couldn't get it down to 0, and it wasn't until after the fact that I realized I could have just used a 1/4 cup of my protein shake and it would have been 0. I could have used that for my creamer. But I'll get into that on Monday. So until then, if you're liking this content, Please hit the like button, hit this little notification bell so you can be notified when I upload new videos. Tongue-tied. And please subscribe. If you find value in this content and you'd like it to get out there for more people to share, more women over 50, men over 50, whoever's frustrated and wants to lose weight in a safe, sane, and sustainable way, we're here for you. So until next time, bye-bye.